this battle between you and Patrick as running back? Do you feel like it's a battle?
For us both personally, we don't really see it as a battle. We're just trying to go out here and try to show people. Wisconsin's always one back that can play. So we don't go out there and we compete, but wouldn't see it as a battle because he's my brother and off the field.
Yeah.
We go out here, we compete. We go in the locker room, we crack jokes and just watch film about stuff. And we know the opportunity that's at the end. Sometimes we just trust that the coaches are going to put whoever in, and that the main thing is just who they trust to win the game. That's what really all that matters at the end of the day, just win the game.
Coach Chris talks a lot about taking the kind of one play, one practice, one game at a time. Have you seen that carry over to spring practice at all?
Yeah, for sure. For me, I really just try to see it, just taking it day by day. Because once you get the counting days, man, even throughout fall camp, there's just things to start to get, just all over the place. For me, I try to stay mentally present. You know what I'm saying? Just try to take it day by day. Understand that you can't worry about tomorrow, can't worry about fall camp. Can't worry about the position battle in the fall. You got to worry about right now. Just learning my position, trying to perfect my craft, and the rest will take care of itself.
When it comes to, I've reading reports, people refer to you as electric, running with a sense of brutality, a game changer. How do you describe your running style or even your pass catching ability out of the backfield?
For me, I'm really just trying to be a playmaker. That's one thing I've always told myself. Hey, you can catch the ball and score on one play. That makes the team and everybody look better. So just do whatever you can do just to be in that position, whether that's being at the right place at the wrong time or making that last guy miss.
When it comes to running styles, how would you and Bradrick describe your running styles and being compliments to each other?
The weird part is that Brad runs just as hard as I can, and Brad is almost just as fast as I am. So I don't want to see it as like a smash and dash sense, but but if we had, what I'm saying, like as a group, I just think we're just a great group as far as the 1-2 punch. Not that it's too much of us being opposites. It's rather just us being able to do something a little bit different. He may be better at the outside zone tracks than me, or I may be better at him at downhill runs and stuff like that. So I think we complement each other really well. We're friends and everything like that. And he loves to compete just as much as I do.
When it comes to just what are some things you've been running to work on this spring? From now, you're 2 days or 2 practices away from being done with your first spring practice as a Badger. Coming in from spring to now, what are some things you've been trying to work on?
Really just the mental side of the game. That's really just about trying to either get the edge or trying to come here and try to get the extra film work. One thing I've learned is that as you get older, I feel like the game gets more mental than it's physical, really, and really just trying to understand the speed of the game and also the pass protection. Just knowing where you got to be and knowing who you're protecting. You know what I'm saying? And that's really the main thing for me. Just really try to stay mentally present, like I said, and just try to take care of the guys, the quarterback, and just hopefully that I can gain the trust of the offensive line and the coaches and everything.
When it comes to even the offensive line, looking at them like Michael Dieter and David Edwards, so on and so forth, with those guys, what are you seeing with them and just seeing their progression, even from you came in last year to now? What are you seeing out of them and the depth being rebuilt there?
So the thing about those guys are, they're extremely young, but they also have a lot of experience. So it kind of helps them out. And I know Coach Ruoff has been busting their butts every single day. And you see it out here. Those guys they're breathing heavy and because they know their coach is working them. But he's not working this because, just to work them. He understands the potential that these guys have and that the opportunity this group has for, the 2017 season. We can't really harp too much on the past. We finished the season strong, but that doesn't really mean anything right now. And Coach always tells us, teams are coming for us this year. And I think the linemen understand that and understand, hey, we can have another 1,000-yard running back this year. And, if we get 1,000 running back, then we're going to probably be in a position to be at least in the mention playoffs and the Big Ten championship.
And just out of the fullbacks, you don't hear a lot. They're usually a lot here, but you haven't really heard a lot about them there. What have you seen out of Alec? I know Austin's been out for a bit, but what have you seen out of the fullbacks?
All the guys have been working. Coach said, they're in the same room as us, and just watching them work their tails off every single day. And I know that the fullback's one of those positions that don't really get too much recognition, but they're really the guys that's first to contact between us and the linebacker. So those guys don't get too much recognition, but I always tell the guys, hey, keep working, man. You're making my job easier. And Alec is just getting smarter and smarter every day, man. Just to see him come up to the line and just digest the play. Just see where he has to be and understand. And he even tells me sometimes, yo, man, I'm telling you, just be a little bit slower. And you got to understand that guy's not going to run to you. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't want to get blocked. So I wish I'd have just watched some of those guys, because obviously they've been here before, and they could probably have some more touchdowns than everybody in the room. So, I mean, I'm just really excited for those guys.
My last question. So last week, obviously, the juke that was seen on social media, and so it's a defensive lineman. So when you have like the juke, and what goes through your head when you're one-on-one with a guy and you see a guy just fall over from a move?
To be honest, for that one, I didn't really even know it. Like I kind of just made a step to come back. And everyone's like, "Woo!" Everyone's jumping on me. I'm like, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like, "Yo, Garrett fell." And I was like, "Really?" But in my eyes, I mean, for me, it's really just a reaction. Some guys have always been like, "How do you make that juke? How do you make that cut?" It's really because I don't know. I don't want to get hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the point. So I don't know. I mean, that was a great play, I guess. Garrett's still a tremendous player.